Hello, my name is Sebbi, and welcome back to the coffee break in Minecraft. Today is Sunday, September 22nd, 2019. You're a little bit too close, my friend. You're way too close. So, yeah, last time we found this beautiful Nordic village, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. I really like to continue exploring this Nordic village for a bit. What's that? Repair and disenchant. Ooh, that's interesting. But I think I should diffuse those guys at first before we have some... Okay, this one has been diffused. Before we have some accidents in the city, when those guys suddenly start to follow me and, yeah, blow a huge hole into one of those beautiful buildings. This would be bad. Would be super bad. So yeah, what other things we can find inside this beautiful town? Blast furnace. I'm still not sure how this blast furnace situation works. I think I do have to do some research once we returned. Okay, I'm not quite sure what this is. Maybe just some decoration. Once we are back home after this expedition. Okay, I think I already explored... What that? Huh. Who are you? Farmer, novice. Beetroot, wheat. Do I have wheat? No, I don't have wheat. Alright, that's interesting. Bow. Not really what I need. I find this thing super cool, super interesting because, yeah, a torch on top of some ice blocks. That's cool. I think I explored most of the buildings last time already. Let's see. Ooh, what's that? This is okay. This is a stone cutter, furnace. All right. Is there? Have we explored? I think we explored this igloo already. But let's just give it a try. Let's just check out this igloo before we continue on, because hey, that's beautiful. That's really something new, something I haven't seen before. This kind of village. So, ooh, white bed. That's cool. So I'm really amazed by this. I also really enjoy all those decorative items, such as those lanterns and those other new block types. So that's cool. That's really nice. The developers really put some effort into making those villages more interesting, more more exciting, so that every time you find a new village, you have something new to explore. But on the other hand, who are you? Weaponsmith. Bane of Arthropus. Okay, I could... What happens if I trade with them? I think... Ooh, hi. I think when I... Ooh. Lever. And my boots. Hey, you're too close, man. You're way too close. So what that? Repair and disenchant. Okay. What? Okay, I guess this guy's working or so. So yeah, I really like what the developers have done. On the other hand, I'm still not so sure about this village thing. I think other players who are more into this kind of gameplay, where you deal with villagers and so on, and they really maybe build a huge village town or something with a lot of villagers or so, a vivid area. I mean, maybe we can do this as well at some point here in the coffee break world, but to me, I'm more, as you know, an explorer, so it's not so much of an importance that I have a good standing or good reputation with a specific villager. So it's once again one of those game mechanics that are super cool, that have, I guess, a lot of potential, but that I also will just ignore or just try out once and then forget about it or so. Nevertheless, it's cool. It's super cool. It's something new to explore, and so in this case, it also is good for for me, because hey, that's what I enjoy. That's what I like the most, to just walk around, find cool places such as this one, and just see what's going on here in this beautiful world. Speaking of beautiful world, I mean, our very own Earth, our planet, is also a very beautiful world with a lot of great and amazing places, natural features. Sometimes we even do have some more or less pristine biomes. But there's one thing in particular that most likely will ruin everything for everyone, and that is the climate change. I know, that's a topic that has been discussed frequently, that, hey, floating flower, that's cool. Floating flower, neat, very neat. Ha, that's cool. That's nice. So yeah, I know it's a topic that is constantly being discussed, and everyone hopefully has in the back of their minds. But oh well, in the end, it's still a thing we can't really change so much, or well, we can just urge our decision makers to take action against climate change, to try to change a little bit the world. And there's also this Friday for Future movement. Yes, Fridays for Future. I guess it's Fridays for Future. And this Friday they organized, or I think they coordinated, a global demonstration against climate change, to once again put more emphasis on this topic and to urge politicians to take actions. And yeah, I this time participated in such an event. It was my very first demonstration I was engaged in, and it was interesting. It was very interesting. I mean, I always tried to, well, raise the awareness for this global problem for climate change, using this platform here, discussing it here, trying just to bring up this topic everywhere, and also playing computer games that address this topic, such as Eco. And have I played another game? I think so. I think I played another game that also addresses this topic. But yeah, I tried to do it my way. This time, however, I felt, okay, it could be good. It could be really nice to just join this group of people. And yeah, it was interesting. I never really participated in such an event. It was also not like, okay, I'm trying to do everything other people do. So I was really surprised about some of the phrases and sayings and other things they shouted. I mean, I'm not really into this kind of thing, so I wasn't even aware of the texts they had in mind and they were shouting. But it was just interesting to observe this and just to basically be part of it, enjoy this group, enjoy the movement. And yeah, I mean, I hope it had an effect. I hope it did something. I haven't really watched the news or so if there has been some agreements, or if politicians found some agreements, at least here in Germany or so. That's also a shame, because I mean, on the one hand, I really like to urge other people, hey, be more careful, be more aware of what you're doing. And I think that's probably also a very important thing, that just everyone is aware what they're doing, that they really think or realize, okay, I'm now driving with my car to a place where I could also just walk, and I'm just doing it because it's way more convenient. on the other hand, I'm just polluting the environment or so. So I mean, there are a lot of, in the end, there are so many different levels and ways that it's super hard to really discuss and to really have a comprehensive discussion. I mean, when we also go to the dietary things, like, okay, meat production is also doing their thing in respect to climate change. So yeah, I mean, it's difficult. It's super difficult, but I just wanted to say I really did this time something more than just trying to raise the awareness by discussing things here in the coffee break and my YouTube videos. Also was, well, participating in such a demonstration was cool, was very interesting. And yeah, now it's once again up to the decision makers to, I like this place. This place looks also cool. Waterfall stone monument thingy. I think we should investigate it for a quick moment because it looks like a super cool feature. So yeah, this was cool. Was a neat thing on Friday. I participated in. Yeah, that's really neat. And yeah, we will see what comes out of this. I just hope that we can find a solution because, yeah, as I just said, this planet is unique, and such as every planet, I guess. But yeah, we only have this once this far, and if we ruin it, then I mean, for some people, they will really experience the most drastic effects because they are way too old that they will just have left this world until it really becomes a huge problem, but they ruin the party for everyone else that is just has been reborn or will be born soon. So yeah, that's just basically a mixture of telling you the story of my life, telling you, hey, I just experienced a demonstration, or I participated in a demonstration for the very first time, and it was an interesting experience, was a cool experience. And at the same time to also try to continue raising the awareness for this global problem, that we can discuss it and that we hopefully find a solution. So yeah, that's where we are. Speaking of the demonstration itself again, it was quite interesting because they expected, I guess, between 1,000 and 2,000 people in my town. In the end, it were 8,000 people that participated in this march, in this demonstration. Was cool, was interesting, was, as I said, nice. However, as we got to the finish, so we started at the train station and we moved in circles around the center of the town, of the marketplace, and at some point we eventually reached the marketplace, which was the ultimate goal. And there they started to give some speeches, but I found those speeches quite annoying. And well, right after the first guy started to talk, we decided, okay, we are hungry, let's go to a restaurant and have some food. And then it's unfortunately time to return back to work and yeah, continue working. So yeah, that's what we did. Was some good food. The worst thing the first speaker did, and that's also why we started to think, okay, this is probably bad. What's now going to happen is not only that they had some issues with the volume, so the volume just peaked out, and it was just painful for my ears to hear this guy speaking. The first thing he said was, okay, I have to hurry because I booked a train, car, something because I have to leave soon. And I mean, yeah, sure, that's great. You try to urge people to attend this demonstration. The first thing you say is, well, actually, right after my speech, I have to leave. So that's probably the worst thing you can do when you do public speaking and when you try to urge people to show their presence, to say, okay, I am gonna leave now. So yeah, that's a shame. That's a shame. Speaking of being more, well, careful about decisions and plans for traveling and using transport services and so on, I mean, that's now a little bit problematic because, okay, now I do have vacation again. Hooray! Hooray, I wanted to say. I'm not quite sure, man. It's a little bit weird today. I'm weird. That's basically what it boils down to. So, yeah, vacation. I do have 2 weeks off, which is awesome, which is super great. And I do have a lot of plans for those 2 weeks, so I really would like to return to Sweden, to Stockholm to be more specific, because I really enjoyed it. Exploring Stockholm last year was super cool, and this time I like to explore a little bit more the environment around Stockholm, see a little bit the coastline, and go for a hike or so. So this could be super cool, this could be super interesting. But yeah, now comes a problem. I have to get there, and the best way to get to Stockholm, the best way to get to Sweden is by plane. So yeah, I mean, on the one hand I say we have to be more careful about protecting the environment and about reducing our emissions and so on. On the other hand I say, hey, finally I do a vacation, I like to see the world, let's book a flight. Oh man, that's horrible. But yeah, I mean, that's really a little bit of a problem. I feel bad about it, but on the other hand, I really would like to see Stockholm again, or Sweden again. Of course, I could also, are there alternatives? I mean, I could drive by car, then take a ferry, or even just drive by car. I mean, there's this huge bridge connecting Denmark and Sweden. So I could get there by car, I guess. But this would, of course, take a lot of time, and I only do have 2 weeks available. I don't want to spend most of the time just sitting in my car, heading for Sweden. Would be also bad. Taking the train would probably be an alternative, but this would also take a lot of time. So, yeah, I don't know. In this case, we also need to find solutions for this kind of problem. Now, engineers are working hard on finding more efficient ways of flying and traveling. So one day I think we will get there, but for now it's really problematic, and I really would like to reduce my personal ecological footprint, but that's not easy with those goals. So yeah, I do have now 2 weeks off. I like to go to Sweden. Also, I would really enjoy to, well, visit my parents again, so go to Berlin. I mean, this is a thing I could do by train, depending how long I will stay there. This is still to be determined. I also like to visit my grandparents and go hiking in the Fichtel Mountains, which would be also cool. That's a thing I haven't done in quite some time, so I'm looking really forward to go back to the Fichtel Mountains, do some hikings there. This would be cool. And I also would like to just spend 1 or 2 days or a few days here in my place, just to relax, just to play some video games, just to maybe work on this Iceland video. That this thing is coming to a conclusion and coming to an end. So yeah, this would be also cool. And I think when I have really completed all those plans, let's just say I am 3 to 4 days in Sweden. I mean, this is already gonna it's already super tight. I mean, 4 days Sweden, let's say 4 days 3 to 4 days at my place here. That's 1 week. Seeing my parents, maybe 5 days. So I think that's a tight program. That's a tight schedule. And I have to start thinking about implementing all those things. I still have to find a place where to stay in Stockholm. I haven't organized anything, which is also a little bit bad because I was so busy with work. So yeah, but those are the goals for the next 2 days. Next 2 weeks. Oh man, 2 weeks off. That's amazing. I'm super excited about this. And I just hope that I'm lucky with the weather, that I can really enjoy Sweden, do these hikes, that it's not raining all the time or so. So yeah, those are my plans. And speaking of plans, I discussed the issue with my defense that, okay, my advisor wrote me an email. Well, good for you, you found a date, but now I do have an appointment, so sorry, please find a new one. I discussed it with all the other professors and did a lot of surveys and emails and considerations, yada, yada, yada. In the end, we found, more or less, compromise, good or bad compromise, I'm not quite sure. So basically it's still the same day, it's still on Halloween, but now it has been postponed to 6 to 8 p.m, so early evening. Not sure if this is really great, but it was now the best thing that was available for getting this defense done. The good thing about Halloween is because the next day, so November 1st, is a bank holiday over here in Germany, which would mean I have my defense, and then I do have a super long weekend because the November 1st is a Friday. So I would be away from work from... Ooh, there's a skeleton. Ow. Ow. Ooh. Do you want to defend me? That's nice from you. That's very nice. Thank you, Mr. Wolf Guy. So yeah, I think we should find a spot where to. Hey, we are close to the village. We are back to the place where we started this episode. That's great. That's cool. And I think I will stay here in this general area. I think this could be a nice place to end off this episode. And yeah, so I do have a super long weekend, and I also, since I don't have teaching on Monday, like to take the day off on Monday, so I would have a super long weekend, which would be much better than the alternative would have been a Monday morning. Would have been probably better from just getting there to work and you're done or so. On the other hand, then on Tuesday I would have had teaching, and there wouldn't have been so much time to really calm down and to realize, okay, I'm done. I'm finally done with this PhD situation. It's over. It's finally over. So I chose the early evening date, and that's good. So it's still Halloween. Halloween is still a thing, so that's good. That's cool. And yeah, so this was also a good outcome, a nice outcome to start the vacation with the knowledge that, okay, I do have a date again, I do have an appointment for my defense, and yeah, now it's just about waiting a little bit, and then I can defend and finish this PhD. Hooray! And yeah, so this concludes, I guess, this very episode. A lot of exciting things have happened, and yeah, we will see what I will do now during the next 2 weeks. As I said, I do have some plans. I will definitely keep you posted about it. Not sure if I can keep you posted about it next Wednesday. It might be that I'm in Sweden. Maybe I'm here. I don't know. I have to figure things out. So yeah, this, I guess, concludes this episode. thank you so much for watching. Until next time, my name is Sebbi. See you!